In this video, I want to go ahead and start working on limiting how many firearms we can have equipped. So currently, we can have as many as we want and cycle between all of them. And I would much rather basically limit it to only being able to have, say, 2, unless you purchase a perk, in which case it bumps to 3, and so on and so forth. So to begin, we want to head to our equipment component and our event listeners. Now, I'm just going to kind of step you through as a refresher how we have this set up. So when we purchase a wall weapon, the on wall weapon purchased here fires on the server, and we call add actor to equipment. And inside of here, we just simply add it to our array, configure it, replicate our array, and apply our ability information from the given actor. Likewise, we do the exact opposite when we remove it. So after we add it, we set the actor as equipped, in which case we just go through, perform our unequipping stuff when the replication occurs, and goes through, performs the equipping. It just handles kind of the whole process for us. So what we want to do, and we can do this kind of as an initial test, is in the add actor to equipment, if we have actors and equipment greater than a certain amount, such as if it's greater than 1, then we can go ahead and just remove the currently equipped actor. So we're replacing it. So for example, if actors and equipment.num is greater than 1, meaning we have 2 firearms, we can simply call remove. Okay, that's a typo there. This should be remove, not removed. There we go. We can call remove. Now I'm typing remove, go figure. Actor from equipment. And the actor we want to remove is the current equipped actor. So let's say we have the 1911 and the STG, and we have the 1911 in our hand. So the 1911 is the equipped actor, and we buy the BAR. When we buy the BAR, we are going to remove the 1911 from our hand and add the BAR. Then it's going to go through, do its normal equipping stuff to unequip the 1911 and equip the BAR. So next up, what we want to do is go down here to remove actor from equipment. And after we remove all the ability related stuff, what we want to do is simply call actor destroy, because we want to go ahead and clean it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and restart the launcher because I renamed this function, and we should be good to go to give it a try. Okay, once we are back in the editor, let's see roughly what happens, and naturally, I forgot I undid the player start. So we have the 1911, we buy the STG, so we can only cycle between these two. And let's say I want to replace the 1911 with the BAR, so we buy the BAR, and it starts the unequip and equips the BAR. So now we have the STG and the BAR, no 1911. So here in the world outliner, which of course is not refreshing, not sure if there's a way to like reload or anything like that. Yeah, it's what it is. Let me try it to see. So I buy you, and buy you. So we have just the 2 firearms. There we go. Now it loads. So we have the player. So we have firearm 0 and firearm 4, which is correct. We don't have the duplicates that we had initially. However, there is firearm 1, which is what exactly? What are you? Oh, that's right. This is I think the downed 1911 that we spawn. It's just not attached or anything until I guess we go down. I really can't quite remember how we handled that. I think that was just a slight, maybe optimization thing, because if it's not attached, it's not updating anything and all that. I don't remember. But anyhow, that seems to be working. Let's try it with 2 clients. Now, the only drawback to the way we have it set up currently is instead of performing the full unequip, it just destroys the firearm. So you can see there it did the unequip of the 1911, and when I replace it with the Thompson, you can see it kind of gets destroyed right off the bat. So that's something that we may or may not find as kind of irritating. I keep wondering why I couldn't buy the STG. I forgot that I had it in hand. You can see it just gets destroyed kind of immediately. So that's something we're going to likely want to take a look at. So maybe some sort of pending removal or something like that. But we at least have the feature in place, and we know that, well, it is functional and it can be set up and, altered in the future to where we do the removal. And then once everything has been, I guess you'd say, unequipped, so to speak, we can go ahead and destroy it. So I actually kind of have an idea on how to do that now. And to do that, we need to first off look at kind of our logic for the unequipping. So the equipped actor changes, which calls the unequipped actor. This goes through and does all the unequipped stuff like that and fires on unequipped complete. When this runs, we end up going through and linking to the new, basically, anim layer and all that stuff. But what we want to do is in here, we can check and see, okay, do I have a valid, like a pending destroyed firearm, so to speak? And if I do, I want to destroy it. So what we're going to do here is, let's go to, here's all of our equipped and unequipped stuff. We can do a U property, T object pointer of a actor. Let's call this one pending actor to destroy. Not sure why I did that as a function. And honestly, we can probably do the previously equipped actor as well, just have some sort of Boolean. So that's kind of a, a maybe thing. But I digress. So once the unequip has completed, and down here, we want to go ahead and do our check. So if pending actor to destroy, we want to go ahead and destroy it. And then we can just be, why not just go ahead and clean it up? It'll do it for us. It's entirely up to you. So the only thing I want to do now is undo the destroy that we're doing right here when we remove the actor from equipment and replace it with pending actor to destroy equals actor. So let's go ahead, restart the editor, and see if that resolves our, destroying problem. Okay, back in the editor. Let's give this another try. So I'll watch with this client. So we buy the STG. That'll work. And I'm going to replace the 1911 with the Thompson. So we unequip, and then it gets rid of the 1911, which is no longer in our inventory. So I'll replace it with the BAR. We unequip the STG, and everything seems to be good to go. So we now have that, I guess you could say the equipment limiting. I don't know exactly what you would want to actually call this, but I don't really like the idea of having it be a fixed, what do you call it? A fixed hard-coded value. I would like to have this exposed to the editor at least by default. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a int32, and let's do max number of equipped actors. And we'll we'll go ahead and set this to, we'll just do 2. So now our logic is going to be, if the actors in equipment.num is greater than or equal to max number of equipped actors, then we go ahead and remove the actor from our equipment. And that's pretty much it. Now, if we wanted to go ahead and do something like the give all command, for example, what we can also do is kind of bypass this logic here by passing in a additional bool. So basically some kind of, I guess you could say, thing that just allows you to go ahead and execute, or not execute, but add, unlimited actors to your equipment. So you could add, every firearm we have via a console command, if we wanted to. But that's something for later down the road. I'm not 100% sure entirely on doing that yet either, so we'll just have to kind of see. But regardless, I wanted to go ahead and get this implemented and out of the way, so I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.